I decided I'm going to go build a TV show that highlights, what's going on in America, which is people cannot afford to live. It's the income capabilities it's crazy. Like the rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer, right? You see it all the time. We all see it. And I'm like, there's some forgotten people here, right? Grew up in bad environments, didn't have access to the same things I had access to. And so I had this idea for a TV show. I called the Attorney General of Utah. His name's Sean Ray, is a good friend of mine. And I go, I want to go to Utah downtown. And I want to go interview like 20 homeless people. And I want to bring them onto my team, a real estate team. And I want to work with them 1 hour a day. And I want to see who's still on the team in 30 days. Like they have to show back up every day for an hour every day. Who's going to be on the team in 30 days and how much money can we make if I take homeless people off the streets and start from scratch? And Attorney General's in for it. I found 2 sponsors to kick some money in for like a sizzle reel to give to A&E. And A&E is like, no, it's not our core demographic. It's not our core thing.
we want drama and controversy.
Yeah,
this is too uplifting, dude.
Yeah, they wanted what they called house porn. They were like, we want the before and the after. We want to see the backsplash. I'm like, bro, ain't no backsplash.
But none of the work.
Yeah, they don't want to see where the houses come from. They don't want to see how it transforms people's lives. So I just set on this path to do it myself. And where a lot of my heart comes from is my brother. I had a brother hung himself when I was 25. My brother was 23. He hung himself, and the 2 years prior, he was on the streets. We couldn't find him. And so I have a soft spot in my heart for people that are on the streets and just can't find their way. Like, they're good people. They just, maybe hung out with the wrong people, got bad advice, whatever. And, of course, there's people that are addicted, and there's people that have bad situations, and there's horrible people on the streets, too. And I find this charity, this is now December of just 6 months ago, I find a charity called Family Promise. And they gave me a statistic. They said that 1 in 30 American children sleep in their parents' car because their parents can't afford a place for them to live. 1 in 30 kids.
Wow.
Like, that's an insane stat. And I'm like, there's no way that's true. Turns out it's true. 1 in 30 kids in America sleep in their parents' car. I'm like, all right, I want to do a TV show where I find a lady or dude, probably a mom, that has some impossible situation that I can show the audiences that this is possible. And I want to give this all away. I want to give all the information away for free and create a blueprint that anybody can do this. And I just kept hitting roadblock. My team didn't want to do it. Nobody wanted to put up the money for it. It's unpredictable. We don't know if these people are going to be successful. What if you fail? Like, all that stuff started coming at me. Like, what if you fail, Pace? What if you fail? What if you fail? You'll look like an idiot and you'll spend all this money on a sizzle reel. What if you fail? I'm like, bitch, I'm already failing because I'm not doing it. Like, What if I fail? I'm failing right now. So anyway, I get an email, dude, like in March, literally 60 days ago, I get an email from a homeless lady named Maddie. I thought it was a guy for like 2 weeks. I was going back and forth, like, what drugs are you on? What's your problem? Blah, blah, blah. I thought it was a guy. And the email basically said, hey, my name's Maddie, and I have been watching you on YouTube, and I see you helping all these people. And if you can help me, if anybody can help me, it's you. And I replied back and I was like, I can't drop everything I'm doing to come help you. I don't know where you live. I don't know what's going on. And, I was just being a little bitch about it. And she sends me another message and she's like, hey, I have 30 days to get out of the shelter. I'm back on the streets. Like, these shelters have 90-day programs. And I go, okay. I reply back and I go, I'll come pick you up tomorrow. And I go and pick her up. I have no idea what her last name is. I have no idea what age she is, what color she is, where she's from. I know nothing other than she tells me she lives 2 miles away from my house. I'm like, okay, that's weird.
Look what God did.
Look what God did.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go pick her up. I spend 14 hours with her just hearing her story. She's 55 years old at the time. She's on the streets. 3 kids, stay-at-home mom her whole life, so she never learned how to make any money. Her husband dies, no income in the house, and her kids are all off doing their things and being crazy. And she's like, I don't know what to do. I got to go move in with somebody. I have no life insurance, nothing. So she moves from Connecticut, where she's at, to Arizona to move in with a family member. Family member ends up flaking on her. It's a bad situation. I won't go into it and waste all the time. But she then goes, well, I guess I'll just sleep in my car for a couple of weeks until I find a job and get going, type of thing. So she's sleeping in her car. Her car breaks down. Right? She drove that thing all the way from Connecticut, whatever. And she's like, all right, well, I'll sell my car for scraps. I'll go buy another car, whatever. And it just keeps getting worse. Next thing you know, a month later, she finds herself, like, can't even afford a motel room. She's got a part-time job at UPS driving. And she's like, I guess I'll sleep on this park bench one night. One night turns into 4 years. And it's like no drugs are involved, no mental illness, just somebody that just can't catch a break, right? She doesn't know how to make money and nobody wants to help her out. Now at this point, she's a 59-year-old black woman. You know, it's like pretty forgotten person. So I didn't know she was black when I picked her up. When I saw her, I was like, oh, cool. All right, cool. You're a 4'10" black lady that's 59 years old. Let's get you a deal. And I made a challenge. I said, I said, Maddie, you need to sign this document saying I can share all of this content with anybody that watches it. And so we filmed everything. And I've been working with her for about 20 days now. And it was 20 days of working together. We could only work together 4 days a week for 45 minutes. And I didn't do any of the work. I just taught her, like, do this, and this will happen. Do this, and this will happen. And Monday of last week, so a week from today, she got her first contract, and she wholesaled it. She made $5,000 in less than a week. And she says to me the day she got paid, which was Friday, 3 days ago, she says, I've never seen more than $2,000 in one lump sum in my entire life. Imagine being 59 years old and never seeing that, right? So I just thought this would be a lot of fun to show people anybody, like literally anybody, can get into real estate. I think the next person I really want to go after is probably your core audience. You and I should do it together. It's like
Twist my arm.
Yeah, like think about like you go take a corporate person. What are all their excuses of not getting started in real estate? Time.
Yeah, too busy.
I'm too busy.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe one day when I'm less busy.
Exactly.
I'm like, dude, you realize that you're never going to be less busy until you build the profit, the process, people, system.
And even then, it's not even, you have way more things going on today than you ever did.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot more going on, a lot more things to think about. But again, systems and processes that take care of those things for the most part, right? So I think the next person, the biggest lie that people tell themselves about getting into anything is like lack of time. Okay. So Maddie didn't have that problem. Maddie had a lack of esteem. Nobody cares about me. I live on government assistance. And so what I'm really worried about, she got her first check for $5,000, but does that get her out of the shelter? Technically, yeah, she could go get a place to rent. But now you got a black lady at 59 years old, no car. She has $5,000. You go get her first and last month's rent deposit. How long is that $5,000 going to last?
Gotta make it sustainable. Yeah.
Right. And then I leave, and I'm not breathing life into this lady. I'm sitting here going, do not spend any of that $5,000. Let's go get you another deal. So my plan with Maddie is to get her 5 deals. Okay. First deal is a wholesale deal. Second, third, fourth deal. They're all kind of similar. But the 5th deal, what she's going to do is she's going to find a sub-2 deal for me. I'm going to buy the deal, and I'm going to give her an option. Do you want a finder's fee, or do you want to be my partner? And if you're my partner, I'll turn this house into a shared living space, like co-living, and you can have one of the rooms for the rest of your life. So you'd have no more bills, no more utilities, no more internet, no more landscape or cleaning expenses. You literally now have achieved financial freedom in like 60 days from the day you emailed me. And so that's where I'm at. Like once I get Maddie out of the shelter and into a house and like home ownership, I'll be done with the Maddie story, and we'll see how she does on her own. It'll be cool.
It's badass, man.
It's really cool. So
That's
she'll have to make a decision. How do I take a $10,000 finder's fee, or do I become an owner of the property? And I don't know. Like even when I gave her the $5,000 the other day, bro, I was like, this lady has not had $5,000 in her life.
Yeah, she doesn't know what's next.
And what she could disappear.
Correct.
And now I can't tell the rest of the story. So, this is where TV people really don't like the show idea, because they're like, this is all unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, cool. I'll just do it for fun then. And I'll document it, and I'll create a course out of it, and I'll give the course away for free so people can watch like step by step. So it's been a lot of fun.